Hello everybody and welcome to this new session of Atos Smart Tutorial. I'm Pasquale and today I will guide you through the sizing tool of SSP Smart Servopumps. The sizing software S-SW-SIZING can be downloaded for free from our website atos.com in My Atos area. Let's start. Why a sizing tool for servopump is needed? The sizing of a smart servopump is not so straightforward as a traditional system with a synchronous motor, but it requires some complicated formula as those reported in this slide. The sizing tool S-SW-SIZING allows you to avoid all this formula, automatically selecting the best servopump for your machine cycle. So, let's start sizing our servopump. What is absolutely needed in order to size a servopump is the machine cycle, with all its phases and relative pressures, flow rate and duration. Once these data are available, the job is almost done. This data must be inserted in this table. So on the first column you can write the name phase, for example phase A, the pressure, the flow rate and the duration of this machine cycle. You can manually input the machine cycle, otherwise you can upload a CSV file. For this example, I have prepared a cycle, the one I'm showing, which represents a rubber injection molding machine. Once you have completed entering the machine cycle, you can go on to the next page. In this second page, the boundary condition parameters of the system are required. For instance, it must be selected the line voltage, the ambient temperature, the altitude. Let's say that these parameters affect the sizing, but they don't influence dramatically the final result. Thus, if you don't know them precisely, you can leave the factory parameters. Below, we can select the field bus interface and the pump port orientation. The /K option, the safety certified STO function, is always present. Let's go on. This is the last page before the sizing result. In the upper part, we can select the desired dynamic for the SSP. This means that you can select the maximum acceleration for the servopump. Again, if you don't know it, since it's the first time you are using a servopump on your system, you can select the option max. In the lower part, a resume of the machine cycle and of its hydraulic parameters. Let's move on. And here we are. This is the sizing result. The suggested code, in particular, is the smallest SSP of our range that can withstand your machine cycle. Below, you can check some details of the three main components of the SSP, with aside the utilization factor of each of them. For example, we can explore the page More info for the motor. Among the many reasons on choosing a servopump, one of the most important is for sure energy saving. This page also reports the saving on operating cost. These, of course, are affected by the cost of electricity, the daily operating hours, and the yearly operating days that you can modify directly. Coming back to the sizing result page, we can now enter the manual selection page. Here, you can force the selection of the components, maybe because you want to reduce their utilization factor. For example, let's select a bigger pump to reduce its utilization factor. The green color identifies those suitable for the selected machine cycle. As you can see, this will affect the sizing of the other two components. Thus, I have now to modify also motor and drive. Once done, I click Apply and the suggested SSP code changes accordingly. Last but not least, S-SW-SIZING allows to save a PDF file resuming all the information just shown. Here is reported the example of the sizing just completed. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.